So it's 2025. And if you're a student, your life probably looks a little different than it did even a few years ago. Maybe you woke up this morning and your AI planner had already organized your day, juggling your class schedule with your part-time job, and even penciling in some much-needed downtime. You didn't have to spend an hour staring at a calendar, feeling overwhelmed. Instead, you just started. This isn't some far-off science fiction future. This is just Tuesday. The old ways of all-nighters fueled by pure panic and caffeine are starting to fade, replaced by something a little smarter, a little kinder, and a lot more collaborative. This new reality is powered by artificial intelligence, but not the scary, world-dominating kind you see in movies. Think of it less like a menacing robot overlord and more like a super-smart, endlessly patient study buddy who happens to live in your phone and laptop. These AI tools are becoming woven into the very fabric of education. They're not here to do the work for you, which is a common fear, but to help you do your work better. They are the ultimate work, smarter, not harder advocates, clearing away the logistical brambles so you can focus on the truly important stuff, learning, creating, and figuring out who you want to be. And this isn't just for a select few tech-savvy students at fancy universities. These tools are everywhere, accessible to anyone with an internet connection. High schoolers are using them to grasp complex physics concepts, community college students are using them to polish their essays, and university undergrads are using them to code their first app. The playing field is being leveled in a really exciting way. The stress of not knowing where to start, or feeling like you're the only one who doesn't get it, is being quietly dismantled, one helpful AI prompt at a time. It's a fundamental shift in the student experience. The goal here isn't to replace human thought or effort, it's to augment it. Think about it. We use calculators for complex math. We use word processors instead of typewriters. We use search engines instead of library card catalogs. AI is just the next logical step in this evolution of tools that help us think bigger and learn deeper. It's about offloading the tedious, repetitive tasks that drain our energy and creativity. This allows you to save your precious brain power for the things that matter most, like debating literary themes, solving complex problems, and actually enjoying your education. Let's talk about studying. Remember that feeling of staring at a textbook chapter, reading the same paragraph 5 times, and still having no idea what it means? It's the worst. But now, you have a personal tutor on call, 24/7. Tools like ChatGPT and Khanmigo are like having the world's most patient teaching assistant in your pocket. You can ask them to explain quantum mechanics like you're 5 years old. You can ask for a step-by-step breakdown of a calculus problem that seems impossible. You don't have to feel embarrassed to ask the dumb question, because there is no dumb question to an AI. These AI assistants are also incredible at creating personalized learning paths. Let's say you're a visual learner. You can ask your AI to generate diagrams, charts, or even simple animations to explain a historical timeline or a biological process. If you learn best by doing, you can ask it to create practice quizzes or flashcards tailored specifically to the topics you're struggling with. This isn't a one-size-fits-all approach to education anymore. It's learning that adapts to you, to your unique brain, and to your specific needs at that very moment. It's a game changer for anyone who has ever felt left behind by traditional teaching methods. Consider the power of this for a moment. Before, if you got stuck on homework at 11 p.m., your options were limited. You could text a friend who might be asleep, you could give up, or you could descend into a spiral of stress. Now, you can open a chat window and say, "Hey, I'm really stuck on this concept of metabolic pathways. Can you give me a simple analogy to help me remember the key stages?" And in seconds, you get a clear, helpful response. This immediate support can be the difference between a moment of frustration and a genuine breakthrough in understanding. This isn't cheating, it's enhanced learning. You're not asking the AI to give you the answer. You're asking it to help you understand how to find the answer. It's like having a guide on a difficult hike. The guide doesn't carry you up the mountain. You still have to do the climbing, but they point out the safest path, explain the tricky parts, and make sure you have the knowledge you need to reach the summit yourself. These tools build your confidence and your competence, making you a more capable and independent learner in the long run. The blank page, the blinking cursor, the ancient enemy of every student who has ever had to write an essay. The pressure to be perfect from the very first word can be paralyzing. But AI tools like Grammarly and Quillbot are changing that relationship. They act as a friendly editor looking over your shoulder, but one that never gets tired or judgmental. They catch your typos and grammatical errors, sure, but they do so much more. They can help you rephrase a clunky sentence to make it more elegant, or suggest stronger, more precise vocabulary to make your arguments more powerful. This process does something amazing for student confidence. When you know you have a safety net to catch the small mistakes, you feel freer to focus on the big ideas. You can let your thoughts flow without constantly second-guessing your every word choice. These tools help you find your voice by clearing away the underbrush of grammatical anxiety. They don't write the essay for you. The ideas, the arguments, and the unique perspective are all still yours. But they polish your work, allowing your brilliance to shine through more clearly and professionally. It's like having a proofreader and a thesaurus rolled into one helpful assistant. And it's not just for essays. Think about coding. For a beginner, looking at a wall of code can be incredibly intimidating. It feels like learning a completely alien language, but AI coding assistants can act as your translator and guide. They can explain what a specific line of code does in plain English. They can spot errors in your syntax and suggest corrections, often explaining why it's a mistake so you learn from it. This transforms coding from a terrifying exercise in frustration into a creative and playful act of problem-solving. It makes a field that once seemed inaccessible feel open and welcoming to everyone. Ultimately, these creative AI partners help you bridge the gap between the idea in your head and the final product on the screen. They are catalysts for creativity, not replacements for it. They handle the tedious parts of the process, the formatting, the proofreading, the syntax checking, which liberates your mental energy for the fun parts. Brainstorming, structuring your arguments, designing your project, and bringing your vision to life. The result is less stress, more confidence, and work that you can be genuinely proud of. You get to be the architect. The AI is just your incredibly skilled construction crew. Or perhaps one of the most daunting parts of being a student is the constant nagging question, what am I going to do with my life? The path from graduation to a fulfilling career can feel like a vast, uncharted wilderness. This is where AI is stepping in as a surprisingly insightful career counselor. New AI-powered platforms can analyze your skills, your coursework, and even your stated interests to suggest career paths you might never have considered. They can show you what skills are in high demand in certain fields and recommend courses or certifications to help you get there. Once you have a direction, the practical steps of job hunting begin. And let's be honest, writing a resume is a truly bizarre and stressful task. AI tools can help you draft a compelling resume from scratch, tailoring it to the specific job you're applying for by highlighting the most relevant experiences from your history. Then comes the interview. AI-powered platforms can run you through mock interviews, asking you common questions for your field and giving you real-time feedback on your answers, your speaking pace, and even your body language. It's practice without the pressure, building your confidence for the real thing. This kind of guidance demystifies the entire process of career planning. It breaks down a huge, scary life decision into small, manageable, data-driven steps. It's not about an algorithm deciding your future for you. It's about the algorithm presenting you with a map of possibilities, empowering you with information so that you can make the best, most informed choice for yourself. It reduces the feeling of being lost and replaces it with a sense of direction and purpose, making the future feel less like a threat and more like an exciting opportunity. So I encourage you to embrace these tools. Don't fear them. See them for what they are, powerful partners on your educational journey. Use them to explore your curiosity, to build your confidence, and to free up your mind to dream bigger. The goal isn't just to survive school, it's to thrive. Use these AI assistants to learn smarter, create bolder, and step into your future with clarity and conviction. And as you find new tools and new ways to use them, Share what you learn with your friends. Because we're all in this new, exciting world together.